We are live, Believe Nation. Happy Monday. Monday is my mentoring day, so I spend the day mentoring the people on my team. It's just been wall-to-wall mentoring. Basically, wake up, answer some of your questions, and then just mentor everybody, usually through Zoom, sometimes Facebook, sometimes Hangouts, but just trying to be a resource and try to provide value for my team. I like having 1 day per week that's all I have to focus on, really. This is my break for you guys. Break, come live, try to answer some questions here, try to help cook with Deke. Welcome aboard. Path of Potentials, I love it. Welcome aboard, guys. Robin, social media writer, welcome. I love it. So that's what today's been all about. Just trying to coach and mentor and push my team. Some of the messages we share live, and I put it on my stories, and some of them we don't always put up. But what are some of the lessons that we learned today? How to be a high performance coach for yourself. So many of us are worried about coaching other people, but we're not a good enough coach to ourselves. And you know the answer for somebody else, but you don't spend enough time for yourself, just giving yourself the message of what you need. I see Eric here live. Bring him in, and let's try to bring some value as well. And anyway, that's today. Nonstop calls and meetings, and my break with you guys. We bring in Eric Benton, actor. Oh, he declined. Eric, what happened? Raise the bar for yourself. Yeah, I mean, some of us are great being able to connect with other people and help them, but not ourselves. So what I was talking to Alex about this morning was just, hey, Eric, I invited you, but it didn't. You declined. Let me try to bring Eric back in. Where's Eric? Just have an intention. Like, what's your intention for today? What's your intention for today? Do you know what your intention was today? Did you just wake up like an accident and fall into your routine? Did you actually say today's going to be special? It's going to be different, right? It's important. What would the high performance coach for yourself say to you for today, for how you want the rest of today to go? Just having that awareness makes a big difference. We're waiting on Eric Benton, actor, to join us. Eric Benton, actor. It says invited, man. Albert Hustle, giving the high fives. I love it. Chosang Tenzin, welcome aboard. Yahoo. Eric, it invited you. I don't know what's happening. Maybe it's not working on Eric's side. Let's try to bring him in one more time. Eric, all right, there he is. Let's bring him in again. Here it comes. Finished reading the book? I love it, Deke. That's awesome, man. Share your wins, man. Share your stories. Share what you learned from it. It's so amazing to see all the people and their stories coming out after reading the book.
Oh, yeah.
There he is.
All right, brother, I'm in.
We made it. We
Nice
made it
meeting
happen.
you.
How you doing? Yeah, man.
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. How's the acting biz right now?
Well, the acting business right now, it's pretty challenging, but I do voice work, I'm a multilingual actor, so I speak Spanish, Italian, and French, English. So I do my stuff, on the web. And I'm shooting right now videos about how to help people to be truly themselves so they could feel free and happy. Because I survived a major depression, and I tried to commit suicide 2 times about 3 years ago. And then a lot of people prayed for me. God saved me, and then it's part of my mission to just give back. So I feel really grateful for this time, helping as many people as I can. And I'm really happy to be with you today because I've been watching your stuff. I've been watching successful tips and everything you've been doing, and I see that you're a real servant, I really see the divine in you, and I'm really grateful to be here today. Sorry for that little delay but we managed to make it.
It happens, dude. It happens. It's all good. So what do you got? How can I help? What's on your mind?
Well, my objective is to reach the people that are completely lost into their ego. I think what I like about your message is serving. You can't be happy, you can't be free if you're not serving. So my mission is to make sure that everyone honor themselves first and stop looking for approval from other people all the time, and just find self-love so that they could use their gifts and their talents to literally, shine and serve the world to the best, And I didn't have any idea about how you could help me, but now it's just clearing up. And I know that you and I can work together because I think you're such a great listener and you have such a great way to bring people together by just being there and serving, So I'd like to serve more, and I'd like to, our life purpose should be, like you said to me. I mean, you didn't say it to me, but I felt like you already talked to me because I read like most of your stuff. I didn't read the book, but it should be our biggest pain. So as an actor, I had a major crush. Long story short is I lived a Me Too experience, but I wanted to honor my own values, so I ended up honoring myself, and I didn't get the part when I was in LA, and that's fine, that's things happen, but that led me to go into major depression because I thought that my self-worth was based on what I do and what I have, which was completely wrong, because we are human beings. We're not human havings or human doings or whatever, So I believe that, the Creator loves us the way we are. And we need to find that first. And once you're connected with that and you're aligned with who you are and how much you love yourself. So that's why I started this series called actually Be Truly You, Free and Happy.
Okay, so let me give you an assignment. Let's try this.
Yes.
Here's a challenge. Here's what I want you to do. This was 3 years ago when you almost killed yourself twice. You said it was 3 years ago.
Yeah, this was 3 years ago. But I've made like a big journey, and I got out of depression and all that.
I got it. Okay. So here's the thing. So what you're saying right now, I love it. The person 3 years ago though doesn't want to listen to it.
Yeah.
What you're saying right now, talking about getting out of ego and all this stuff, is like that guy. He doesn't get it. He doesn't want to hear it. He's too lost, right? Right?
Yeah.
So I want you to step back. Like now it's 2020 now. You're going to take everything you know, everything that you've learned, everything you've gone through, and everything you've come out of, and you're going to go back to 2017 and go actually talk to that guy who's like in the middle of the depression, about to kill himself, and talk to him in a way that he's going to hear you.
Okay.
What do you tell him? How do you say it? I'm curious. I'm down. Let's hear it.
Oh, that's a great one. Well, basically, do you want me to tell you the voice that I heard? The voice of the negative voice that keeps on repeating and talking to me? Or?
No, I want you to talk to you. Like if you need to close your eyes to do it, whatever you need to do, like method acting. But this is actually a real story now, right? Because it's you talking to you. Because I'll explain the why after. But just imagine you're about to do the thing. Like I don't know how you tried to kill yourself with pills or cuts or whatever, but you're about to do the thing, and then you got a chance for 2 minutes, 4 minutes to go back and talk to that guy before he actually does it. 2020
Oh, I know
you.
what you mean. With who I am right now. Okay.
Yeah, 2020 you is talking to 2017 you in a way that only you can.
All right, good. I'm ready.
Go.
Let's do it. All right, Eric, you gotta listen to me. You really have to listen to me. Okay, listen. Just breathe in, and breathe out. Take a deep breath. Okay. I want you to feel the moment right now. Just realize, feel everything that is around you. Let's go for a walk and realize that nature's unfold like all around you. Everything is changing. Everything is impermanent. You're not gonna be like that forever. Okay. Could you just like connect? Remember your childhood. Remember when you were a kid. You were raised in the country. You were brought up on a little island. Like running after frogs and building, logs in the woods and all that, and laughing and doing shows and making people laugh. Just remember this. Don't think. Just put your hand on your heart. Feel your heart. Just breathe. Close your eyes right now. Close your eyes. Okay, close your eyes. Here, listen to your breath. Can you hear it? I know this. I saw you. I saw you. You heard your breath, right? Okay. So this is what's happening in your mind. It is just like a story. This is not you. This is not who you are. Like physically right now, like mentally, it's something else. You caught that from a bad experience, but the experience doesn't make who you are. You are like a big heart on two legs. I see you. I know how much love you want to give to people, how much love you want to share, how much fun you want to share, how talented you are for who you are, not for what you do or for what you have, you know? Oh, come on. Come on, Rick, man. You got a brother. You want to reconcile with your brother. You have a nephew and a niece. There's so many trips. Oh, you want to keep on, like, learning languages and dancing? Bro, you love dancing. Hold on. I'm going to put some music now, okay? I'm going to put some music now. I'm going to put your favorite music right now, okay? Are you ready? No, you're not ready, but it doesn't matter, okay? I'm just going to put it on right now, okay? I see you smirking. Oh, yeah, let's see the little smirk there. Yes, yes, that's it. Just get in the groove. Just don't think. Just do it. Come on, just do it, okay?
That's it, man. So that's it. So here's the thing. Like 2017 doesn't want to listen to Evan Carmichael. You put on an Evan Carmichael IG video, YouTube video. Like, who's this guy talking about believe? That's total BS. But you could talk to him. I've never been fully depressed. I never even came close to killing myself. Like, I never even really had that thought in my mind. So like, I can't connect to the guy that you used to be, but you can in a way that nobody else can.
Right.
And so it's like channeling that, and you had a bunch of great moments, whether it's the physical of like, hey, hand on the heart and breathe and listen to your breath, whether it's walking outside. Like I would love to see you make videos outside. Like you take your phone and you film in the trees and you see the tree and whatever that reminds you of, right? To help the person. Like you're speaking, when I say your purpose comes from your pain, it's because you're speaking to the people who currently are what you used to be. Right. And there's lots of people, man, right now who are struggling with depression, with suicide, and they need your message. And you could talk to them in a way that they get it, because that's exactly who you used to be.
Right.
And so tapping into that and making it an emotional experience as opposed to just a kind of physical conversation. Because if you notice, all the language changed. When you started talking about what your purpose was and everything at the beginning, you're talking about ego and freedom. But then when you're actually talking to Eric, you're talking about happiness. You're talking about actually feeling it. You're talking about him having talents, him having to reconcile, him, right? And believing in all that stuff. So I make my content for 19-year-old Evan who didn't believe in himself.
Right.
And there's a lot of 19-year-old Evans, even though it's 45-year-old Jim and 62-year-old Susan, because they're still struggling with the same thing, right? So like the more you can tap into that, I think the more your movement's going to take off, your content's going to take off, the message is going to take off, because it's powerful, dude. Like if people actually follow it along, if you can save 2017 you can save a lot of people.
So basically what you're telling me, Ivan, is like, you want me to talk to the people as I would talk to Eric in 2017, right? Assuming that, my crowd is mostly the ones that are struggling right now. And just be there as if I know that if I'm not there for them and I don't save Eric the way he is in that condition, he's just going to kill himself, right? But I could bring lots of fun, laugh, and singing and dancing, because I need to make sure that people stay, get back in the game, get back in the here and now. And the reason why I fell in love with acting is because acting brought me back into the present moment, not in my mind, and you and I both know that. And then, fear is just like when we're in the future, or anxiety is, we can think about the past, but when we're in the present moment, there is no fear, so, but
that's exactly it, man. I mean, people in the comments are loving it. Said he should make a YouTube channel. People saying you're a heart on two legs. I so felt that, right? I mean, that's the whole thing, right? You want people to feel you want people to, it's not even about you, man. Talk about getting rid of the ego. It's about helping people feel like they can be free, like they can express, like they don't have to be trapped anymore, right? And you're just a
Yeah.
conduit to get the message to them. But
Right.
you got to act like the conduit and sharing your story and then speaking kind of through their soul right at them is going to be maybe the first time anybody actually spoke to them, to their soul. Like maybe watching your video, even though they have no idea who you are, they just happen to stumble upon it, is the first time anybody actually spoke to their soul. Why?
Right.
Because you've been through it.
How, like, let's say, Van Hack, how you manage to completely get rid of your, I mean, tame your ego to the point that you completely serve, and your why is really strong. You know, like my why is to, look, I'm going to show you something that I have right here, okay? Look at this. It says, save the lost and revive the saved.
Okay.
Okay? So basically, part of my objective is to save the lost, you know, the people that are lost into, you know, that the fake story of their mind, you know, with the crisis right now, like you said, you know, but people think it's always about themselves. You know, oh my God, we're going to die. Oh my God, we're going to, but you know, your message is about when you serve, and Sandra signed that in her signature, and I love that. I mean, it's you probably or her, but you know, if you're not happy right now in your life, it's because you don't serve, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I'd like you to share with us, and that's going to be valuable for all of us. What's the key moment when you decided that, oh, you know, I have to completely let go of me in the way and literally let go and serve completely?
That's an ongoing everyday battle, man. At least for
Yeah.
me. And it's just I have to rewire my brain around letting it be about the message that I'm trying to give and the help I'm trying to create, as opposed to letting it be about me. For the longest time, dude, I didn't have my own stuff on my website, on my YouTube channel, because I thought, well, who am I?
That, yeah.
Right? Like, why don't go learn from? I'm telling the stories of Bill Gates and Elon Musk and Oprah Winfrey and like all these people have done so much. Who cares about my story? And so is that, you know, not feeling good enough. My biggest fear is disappointing people still. And anytime I get like that, anytime I like that, if I feel it, like my heart's beating.
Go ahead. Yeah, sorry.
Because I've got anxiety or something. If my heart's beating quick, then I have to just rethink, who's this for? This is for the audience. This is for people. I'm trying to, whether it's one person or a couple thousand people in the room, and just reminding you, even this, like this, all day today for me is mentoring the people on my team. This is my break. My break is to come on Instagram Live and have these conversations because it's fun. Like this, you know, we didn't know each other before this. This is nourishing for me, right?
Of course.
And whether I'm talking to you or talking to somebody else in the community, this is my healing. This doesn't feel like work. And so reminding yourself that you want to serve, you want to help, and that the best way through your anxiety and your fear is just to think about, especially for you, dude, who the work you're doing is actually life-saving. You know, I mean, the work I do is pretty important, helping people believe in themselves, certain businesses, all that stuff. But like, you're actually gonna save lives. Somebody's gonna listen to you, whether it's a meditation you do, or a video release, or a song that you write, or one of the videos that you know are acting in. That's all art, and art makes people feel. And they're gonna consume one of your things, and that might actually be the thing that makes them not jump off that bridge today, right? But only if you bring the intensity to it. Only if you feel like it actually matters. If you show up to your next acting gig, it's like, okay, whatever, just some lines, or you're making your next video and whatever, just some lines, without the intensity that you brought earlier today of talking to 2017 you, then the message doesn't land, it doesn't hit. And so that's what I keep in my head, that there's so many people who are, you know, 19-year-old Evans out there who are struggling, and I have a message that can help them. And I need to stop being selfish. Like, me being afraid of the judgment is me being selfish. I need to get it out there so that not everybody's going to like it, but somebody's going to be impacted by it. And if I don't show up, then that's on me.
Oh, that's amazing. That's such, like, so many things in there, you know, like I get it. You know, you said you're like, you're still introvert, you know, and you're able to, I mean, dude, you got some acting skills in there, because you always have to dive into that 19 years old, you know, Evan, and make sure like you remember, you know, where you've been, you know, and what you've been through, so that people can connect to that and can connect to you through your message, you know, and it is actually acting, you know. It just made me realize like method acting.
Do you know Ivana Chubbuck?
Was that?
Ivana Chubbuck.
Yes, of course. Yeah, I never
Okay.
studied with her. I studied with John Strasberg and Lee Strasberg's son. But,
Okay, so
yeah.
so for those who don't know, Ivana Chubbuck is a legendary acting coach.
Yes.
Trade Denzel Washington, and just Sly Stallone, like all of them. And I went to go interview her and meet her in her home in LA last year, and we did what I thought it was going to be like a 20-minute interview that turned into like 2 hours or something. It was crazy. It just flew. But her thing is, how do you get people to connect to a role? And it's always about finding how you can connect to it yourself. So that I suck at being an actor, to be honest. Like if you had to go make me a police officer or something, like I would really struggle. But her technique, which I find really powerful, is you just need to find inside that story something that you can connect with, and then that's what you're bringing up. And that's how all of her students, not all of them, but a good chunk of them go on to an awards. It's their best performance of all time, is because it's not some role that you're playing. It's just a different uniform. It's just different clothing, but deep down, it's still you.
Yeah.
So even though you're a police officer, you know, arresting somebody, you're thinking about your mom because of what happened when you were 20 years old with her, right? And then it's because it's real, because it's not acting.
Exactly.
The emotions are real. So that's what I want you to bring to your content and stuff too, right? Like to tap into the 2017 you, I just want the emotions to be real and raw. And like you're talking to that guy. And then bring that energy into everything that you make. That's what I'm doing. Like I'm talking to you, I'm talking to 19 Evan.
Yeah.
That's what it is, dude. So
I get that.
I suck at being an actor, but I'm just deeply connected to who I am, and that's what I try to bring out in everything that I do.
Well, let me correct this. I don't think you try. I think you're doing it, because try to take this, right? You're gonna hesitate. You're gonna think about it. But if you just do it, you'll take it. And you're not trying. You're doing it, and you're doing it really well, actually. And it's very inspiring. Like I'm very excited. I think everything is connected in the universe, and I ended up like falling into your program, you know, your monthly program and everything. And I got a chance to read a lot about your stuff and what you're doing. So and it's great. And right now, like I'm in Montreal, you know, I'm in Canada, back in Canada, and I go a lot in Toronto. So I know you're originally from Toronto. So
I still am, dude. I'm in Toronto right now.
Yeah, well, that's awesome. So
I'm looking at the CN Tower right there.
Oh, great! So next time I'm in TO, I'm gonna give you a shout, and I'll make sure we hang out.
Cool, man. How's everything in Montreal though? I know Quebec's hitting a lot worse than Ontario right now.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's just like I think, you know, speaking of fear, a lot of people are so much into fear that they create that environment around them, and I don't even know if people literally, you know, get sick or died from COVID-19. They might, but you know how it is, right? When you get into that downward spiral, I mean, you need to stop it right away. So that's why I felt that calling, you know. And I knew, because I made a pact with God when I went really deep, that whenever I see the light, I knew that was part of my journey as an actor, and to leading, you know, by example, and just help people, you know, and make sure that they share their beautiful self, you know, and don't take their life away, you know. That would be horrible. Yeah.
Cool, man. Well, I love it, and you know, you wear your heart on the outside, and it's obvious, and it's glowing, and I love it, and I'm so pumped. Like just thinking about think about where you've come from the past 3 years, and now times that for the next 30, and it's just super exciting, dude.
Yeah, it's awesome, brother. It's awesome.
All right,
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I don't know.
Thank you for joining me.
But was that?
Thank you for joining me. Appreciate the love, and we'll talk to you soon.
Of course, for sure. All the best.
All right. Okay. Take care.
Cheers, brother. Big hug.